What's up everyone, my name is JoJo with MoonBoots and thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, but this is where I let you know what's going on behind the scenes of MoonBoots headquarters, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because that's how I know you like it and I can keep doing more of these, so let's jump into it.
Alright, so let's talk about Jack Dorsey's first tweet NFT that went on sale for $48 million, and it ended up with a top bid of drumroll please, $280. That is, oh man, that is pretty embarrassing. So there's a crypto entrepreneur named Sina that bought Twitter founder Jack Dorsey's first ever tweet as an NFT for almost $3 million last year. He listed the NFT for a sale again at $48 million last week, and as you guessed, it didn't do so well. And then after this news broke, funny enough, it actually went up to 6,000, but that's the highest that it went, and it kind of brings a really interesting thought of like, well, maybe not every NFT will go up to the millions. So you have to really understand the market knows what it wants, and the market right now doesn't want the first NFT tweet of Jack Dorsey. They just don't. So here's his tweet. The guy Sina, he says, I decided to sell this NFT, the world's first ever tweet, and donate 50% of the proceeds, which is around 25 million or more, to the charity Give Directly, which that's great of him. But again, that's not someone that, that people want, that people need. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, so this is pretty crazy because last week I did talk about Axie Infinity, that there was a very big hack around $600 million. Or I'm sorry, 600 million in cryptocurrency. Jeez, the habit of saying dollars. So yeah, the FBI says that North Korean hackers, that they were the ones that stole more than 600 million in cryptocurrency. So when I first read this, I was like, well, that's the same amount of Axie. So then I kept reading, and what do you freaking know? The FBI was referring to the recent hack of the computer network used by Axie Infinity, a video game that allows players to earn cryptocurrency. The co-founder Sky Mavis, which is the company that created Axie Infinity, announced on March 29th, Jesus, that the unidentified hackers had stolen the equivalent of roughly 600 million, which is what it was valued at the time. On March 23rd, from a bridge or a network that allows users to send cryptocurrency from one blockchain to another. So that's insane. However, there's nothing after this. So they just announced that they're the ones that did it, but that was basically it. So we don't know what's going to be happening next. So please stay tuned for that. In terms of like, will they retrieve it? Because we know that the co-founder Sky, he actually refunded and gave a lot of the money back to its users, which Axie Infinity has been having a very loyal, and I mean loyal community. So I mean props to them for keeping the community together, and that's what it's all about. But holy crap, I was not expecting this at all. All right, so moving on, we're going to go to crypto bosses say that the tide is turning on regulation. So I probably don't have to read any of this, but I'll kind of give you a nice sum, which this article kind of does. The Binance CEO, CZ, so the Binance CEO, CZ, the tide, and he quotes, the tide is definitely turning on crypto regulation, with governments beginning to take a more positive approach to the sector. So this is really interesting. The US and Britain have both announced moves to bring regulatory oversight to the nascent crypto market, which is really interesting. So yeah, so here it says the government want to foster innovation, but they're also cautious with a lot of other things with cryptocurrency and what it brings, and including money laundering. So that's something that we have to take in consideration, of course. But when I say that, I really just don't have to read most of this. There's been a lot of articles out there that have been saying like, hey, the U.S. Senate, the U.S. government, they've been taking a nice approach. I've been hearing that a lot, nice approach. And it's just because that it's just not going away, plain and simple. That's why. All right, now going to MyMoonBoots. So if you don't know, we actually just did a AR filter challenge. I believe it's closed now, but I want you to check it out either way because the filter is super cool. There's 3 settings, there's a lot of different colors to it, and it just gives it a nice depth to your NFT MB1's holders. So this is something to definitely check out, the AR filter challenge. I believe you still could potentially win. And yeah, the most voted gets a golden grenade. And if you don't know what our golden grenade holds, definitely go to mymoonboots.io to check it out and check out why it's so cool to have a golden grenade. And then continuing on a little bit with MyMoonBoots, Plutonians actually, I believe they have a few more days until their token launch. So definitely check out Plutonians. And then also we're working with Crypto Alien Babes, which is the world's first original anime NFT series. So please add them on Discord. They're doing some really cool stuff, and their graphics and their work and their art is hands down out of this freaking world. And then I also did an interview with the co-founder of Elfin Kingdom, which is a really cool game. And if you haven't checked it out, I want you to go check out that video now because it was so insightful. And I just had a blast with Juan and understanding, you know, the reason for why he created such a cool game. What was the reasoning behind it? What was the story? Super fun. And then also, if you guys have been missing out on our AMAs, I would definitely suggest you checking them out. Yes, I'm a little bit biased because this is, you know, I host the AMAs, but they're a lot of fun because you actually win a lot of cool allocations. Like for the Plutonians that we did a few days ago, people that participated, they got free allocation, $15 worth, and it was super easy to do. So in really cool news, mymoonboots.io actually just launched their new website, so come check it out. Connect your wallet, you can join our Discord. It's a little bit easier to follow everything, and there's tons of our MB1s, and it's a little bit more detailed on my MB1 membership rewards. So if I read this a little bit, your MB1 NFT has been designed to reward you in the fullest. The community benefits from the expertly managed community fund with access due diligence provided by MoonBoots Capital, early stage allocations, lotteries, and giveaways, token airdrops, NFT whitelists, and other privilege opportunities. So I completely agree. There's a lot of benefits in holding our NFTs. And then going to our roadmap, we actually added our roadmap, which is super exciting. Definitely check that out. Our team and our partner. So there's a lot that's going to be different. So
Alright, so that's it for our weekly roundup. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if this is something that you see yourself learning more, or you want to dive more into crypto, NFTs, or learning about new projects, then go check out mymoonboots.io because that's where you're going to find community. That's where you're going to find a lot of amazing, cool projects that are not even either released, they're upcoming, or they're just doing super successful, and maybe that would be a good start for you to invest. And then until next time, I will see you for next week for the next week roundup. Next weekly roundup. All right, bye. This thing's so cool.